Oh, here we go.
Is there a reason you're looking at cars?
I'm just trying to find your undercover vehicles in the squad cars. What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Yar 794.
Officer Yar 794 YHR. Okay.
What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
So looking for undercover cars.
Okay.
What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Sandler 752.
What's your name and your badge number?
Cobra 714.
Cobra. Okay. I remember you from last time, no? No? What's your name and your badge number?
You gotta get your name because you're looking in cars.
What's your name and your badge number?
701.
What's your name?
Fugman.
I'm sorry?
Captain Fugman.
Captain Fugman, okay?
You understand looking in vehicles like that is suspicious.
Why is it suspicious?
People entering cars?
I didn't enter a car.
Looking into a car, that's suspicious on a
Why is that suspicious?
See the signs over here?
I'm not parking. No, it's not restricted. It says do not enter, no parking. I'm not parking. I'm walking.
Why are you recording?
This is open to the public, guys.
You're looking inside vehicles.
Okay, so at this moment, I'm going to grab my Constitution form for you guys. I'll let you guys read it.
You're looking in the car.
Here's a copy of the Constitution for you. Would you like?
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel where we expose tyranny, corruption, and outright ignorance by law enforcement and government officials who either don't know the law or choose to ignore it. From the very first second, this encounter sets the tone for everything that's wrong with modern policing. Multiple officers approach with arrogance, assumptions, and zero understanding of constitutional rights. Instead of observing and respecting lawful activity, they immediately jump to intimidation tactics and vague accusations of suspicious behavior. This is a recurring theme we see nationwide. Officers acting on feelings instead of facts. No crime is alleged, no victim exists, and yet contact is initiated anyway. Watch closely as ego replaces training and authority is confused with obedience. These moments are exactly why recording police is not just a right, it's a necessity.
Like to have one? Would you like to have one? I appreciate it.
So
Would you like to have a copy of one?
Certainly.
This is awesome.
So do you?
Now I need you guys to read the First Amendment.
Yep, I know.
Okay, that's all.
So what he's getting
That's
at though
it. And that's all.
what he's getting at though is in the city of Glendale we get a lot of entry vehicles and stolen vehicles.
That has nothing to do with what I'm doing, and you can't put further crimes on me at this moment. I've done nothing.
I never said I was looking into vehicles. Which
Well,
is
it doesn't.
suspicious.
What happens in the past doesn't make me suspicious for doing what I'm doing. Okay, and what crime is suspicion?
All right,
And what crime is suspicion?
when somebody's going up to vehicles that do
What
not-
crime is that?
Are you gonna let me answer?
No, I just want the crime. What is it? What crime am I violating by you saying I'm suspicious? What
Right.
crime is that?
All right, by going up to vehicles that don't belong to you,
What crime?
looking into them. All right, that's the steps leading up to
Penal code.
entering a locked vehicle, which is
Penal
a crime.
code. I'm looking for the penal code that I'm in violation of here. You're saying suspicious.
told
No, you said I'm suspicious. That's not law.
Right.
There's no law that you
But you
can.
understand under the Constitution that you're referring to, right? That if
I have a right to record him.
As the interaction unfolds, officers begin demanding explanations for completely lawful behavior, standing in public and observing vehicles. Names and badge numbers are exchanged, but notice how quickly the focus shifts from identification to justification. The officers claim looking into vehicles is suspicious, yet they can't articulate a single law being broken. This is where the script flips. The cameraman calmly challenges them to name a penal code, a statute, anything concrete. And they can't. Instead, they rely on vague language like steps leading up to a crime, which is not law, it's speculation. Suspicion alone is not criminal, and feelings are not probable cause. This moment exposes a dangerous reality. Officers are trained to investigate, but not always trained to understand constitutional limits.
Public,
If
yes.
an officer has reasonable suspicion to believe that crime is afoot,
And what crime is
I
afoot?
just told you.
Suspicion is not a crime, sir. I'm asking for a crime.
Entering the locked vehicles.
No, okay. Did you see me try to enter a vehicle? So then you guys don't attempt to put that on me. No, don't. One second. One second before you cop-splain. 1 second. Don't cop-splain because I didn't even touch a vehicle, guys. You have cameras. I didn't even touch a vehicle. So don't try to say I'm unlawfully entering in a vehicle, okay?
Saying that you're
So then there is no crime being committed, right? So then, therefore, you guys are talking to me because
What you're doing is
Suspicious.
suspicious.
is suspicion a crime?
Yes.
If an officer has reasonable suspicion.
What penal code is suspicion? No, you have to have suspicion of a crime.
Correct.
What crime?
I told you entry to a locked vehicle.
But you know what you guys see, I haven't entered any vehicle, so how could that be in your mind as a crime?
Okay. Looks like cars will talk to. Yeah. So
I mean, this is ridiculous, guys. I just gave you the Constitution. I'm allowed to film in public. I'm in public. I haven't touched a single vehicle. There's no reason for us to even have this conversation.
why not?
Because I'm not doing.
Now watch how the officers attempt to retrofit a crime after the fact. When challenged, they pivot to hypothetical violations, entering locked vehicles, despite admitting they never saw such behavior. Cameras don't lie, and neither does the Constitution. The cameraman repeatedly asks a simple question: what crime am I committing right now? And again, there's no answer. This back and forth reveals the core problem. Law enforcement often treats lawful activity as inherently suspicious when it involves accountability. Instead of disengaging once no crime is established, they double down. This is not policing, this is fishing. And fishing expeditions against citizens exercising First Amendment rights are exactly what the Constitution was designed to prevent.
Doing anything illegal. You guys are here to uphold laws.
Correct.
If no law is being broken, you hold no authority. So you telling me my actions are suspicious? That's just you telling me my actions are suspicious.
Correct.
So prove a crime.
But we're not proving a crime. That's why.
So
we're
then why are we
contact.
talking?
Because we have a duty.
You
to
guys could have allowed me to just go ahead and
investigate
gather
suspicious
my content and go about my business. I didn't do anything. You didn't even have to initiate contact.
behavior. Sure.
No,
we
you didn't have to. No, you
we
chose
didn't
to.
have- You're right.
You chose to.
That's
No,
our-
it's not
that's
because
part
no
of our
crime
job.
was being broken. No crime was being committed.
All right, so
You said
hold on.
suspicion.
So
That's
what-
not a crime.
so-
No crime was
hold on.
actually being committed.
Yeah. All right. See,
So that's
we've explained ourselves. You've
No
explained
worries.
yourselves.
Suspicion is not a crime. For future references,
but it's
suspicion
it gives
is
us
not a
reason-
crime.
It gives us a reason to come up and speak to someone.
You could come up, if you choose to come up and speak, then that's your choice. But until a crime is actually being committed, you have no authority. The best thing for you guys to have done was to wait and see if I did anything illegal.
We're just having
Instead of just coming and saying, oh, you're suspicious of, no, because you came out and said I was suspicious of a crime. Me just doing a First Amendment protection.
At this point, the situation becomes painfully clear. The cameraman explains, slowly and calmly, that without a crime, officers have no authority to detain, interrogate, or issue commands. This is basic constitutional law. Yet the officers persist, insisting that suspicion gives them a duty to engage. That's false. Officers may approach voluntarily, but citizens are not required to comply absent reasonable suspicion of a specific crime. This distinction matters. Authority does not come from a badge alone, it comes from the law. And when the law isn't on their side, officers often try to pressure compliance through repetition, presence, and intimidation. But today, it doesn't work. The Constitution wins again.
Activity
Have a good day.
is suspicion of a crime. Enjoy the walk of shame, guys. Have a great day.
Just to be clear, I am to the right of the telephone pole. It's not a power pole. Alright, I am within the 10-foot easement. And again, I still have two misplaced officers who don't understand they can't do anything.
So, both of our days are a lot easier.
But I know, you know, your
Listen,
day's a
if-
lot easier if I just go.
I don't want you to go. You have your freedom to be here right there. You can film all you want from that corner right there.
No, you said I could be here.
No, I did not. I said off the curb line. You're still on the grass, the curb
No,
line.
you don't seem to understand something. Just see if this makes
You're-
sense. Just
I'm listening. I'm
Take,
listening.
take the federal,
Guys.
take this soldier part out of it.
I'm
for a
listening.
minute. I'm just Joe Schmo.
Yep.
All right. I'm Joe Schmo. I got my dominoes from down there, and I don't know what the hell's down there, but let's say I live down there.
Okay.
All right. And according to the law,
Yep.
I have to walk towards facing traffic.
Yep.
All right, as a pedestrian.
100%
All right.
right.
So I'd be walking on this.
The conversation shifts into what can only be described as a walk of shame. Officers openly acknowledge no crime has occurred, yet still justify the stop as part of their duty. That's not how rights work. Citizens do not exist to make officers comfortable. The cameraman explains what should have happened. Officers should have observed from a distance and only intervened if illegal activity occurred. Instead, they interrupted lawful content creation and wasted public resources. This is a textbook example of how ignorance creates conflict. When officers finally begin backing away, it's not because they suddenly understand the law. It's because they realize they can't legally enforce anything. Accountability changes behavior fast.
Yeah. So am I supposed to walk in the street?
No, you can walk on here.
So I'm allowed to film here. Thank you very much.
You're not allowed to film.
I'll tell you what. If you really think that, arrest me.
You're not listening.
Arrest? No. Arrest me.
No.
Arrest me.
Before we get to that point,
No. We're at that point already. We are at that point. We are at that point because I'll tell you what.
Because we're having a discussion.
Here, let's make it crystal fucking clear. All right, because this could still hear you. All right. I'll take that ride because you are so wrong, and I hate to do it to a soldier, but you don't want to listen and you still want to sit here and play games. All right. Just so we're
You're
clear.
allowed to be here. All I'm asking you to do is turn off the camera. You can stand here all you want and try to have a picnic.
I could sit here and paint them if I wanted to. It'd be a little hard because they're moving, but you get the point.
You could paint them, but actually no, you can't paint them. There's no sketching. There's no photography. There's no video, and there's no sketching. That's verbatim off the 18795.
Show me on your phone. Hey, believe me, I'm not going anywhere. Because I know where I am.
Just when you think it's over, another officer steps in and escalates the situation again. This time by attempting to control where the cameraman can stand and film. Curbs, grass lines, easements, suddenly imaginary boundaries appear. This is a common tactic. Confuse the citizen with technical sounding restrictions that don't actually exist. The cameraman dismantles this argument calmly, using pedestrian laws and basic public right-of-way rules. He even invites arrest, confident in his legal standing. That confidence comes from knowledge, not arrogance. When officers can't rely on the law, they rely on bluff. And once the bluff is called, they retreat.
If you think this is federal property, you know what?
Okay, this is what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna show you this now.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna leave after I show you this in writing, and you're not allowed to do this,
Yeah.
then you're gonna be placed under arrest.
And where do I go once I'm placed under arrest?
Huh?
What's the process once you place me under arrest? No. Let's talk about it man to man. You want to be a man? Let's talk about it. Let's not figure it out.
In the interest of national defense, the president is so doing here. Photography, sketching, defense installations. Okay? It shall be unlawful to make any photograph, sketch, picture, drawing, map, or graphical representation of such military or naval installations.
It
is unlawful.
No. I'd like to read the entire thing. We're not at a state of war, sir, and I'm in public.
Okay.
I'm in
It
public.
is 18. I just let you read it. You understand what that means, right?
It means that you think that you're going to violate my constitutional rights on a public right-of-way.
It's not a public right of way.
It is.
This is federal property.
This is not federal property.
All I'm asking you to
Now comes the most dangerous moment: misuse of federal statutes. An officer attempts to invoke national defense laws prohibiting photography of military installations. This is a classic scare tactic, often misapplied to public spaces. The cameraman immediately points out the flaw. Those statutes only apply on restricted federal property, not public sidewalks or easements. Reading half a law doesn't make it enforceable. Context matters. Intent matters. Location matters. The officer insists the statute overrides the First Amendment. It does not. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. No policy, sign, or misquoted statute supersedes it. This is why education matters, on both sides of the camera.
do. You can stand all you want. Just turn off the camera. That's it.
If I'm allowed to be here, I'm allowed to film.
No, you're not allowed to film.
Yes,
You're allowed
I-
to stand here. You're not allowed to film. You are allowed to stand here. You're allowed to. You can walk your dog. You can admire the scenery. You can do whatever you want. However, you cannot film because of the article I just showed you.
I don't believe it.
I just showed you.
Guess what?
That's the federal statute.
Guess what?
So now we have
The federal, that statute does not supersede the First Amendment of the Constitution. That federal statute only applies when I'm on that
You're on
base.
federal property.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we are, sir.
No, I'm not. I've
Let's
been
not
through
go
this
route,
before.
all right, let's just stay at this route. Let's keep having a conversation.
I
If you want to continue to film, I need you to step over there.
and I'm not going to do it.
Okay, then we're gonna have to go to the other route.
And what are you going to do?
We're gonna have to charge you.
You can't touch me on this right here.
Huh?
You can't touch me. Do you not understand that? You can. I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hit you with my camera. Sorry, this is not a physical thing.
Okay.
All right. But you can't touch me.
We can charge you because you're not complying with a lawful order, sir. And we are trying to avoid that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You can't charge
Yes,
me.
we can, sir.
No.
This is curb line. If you step here, you can film all you want.
Okay.
I can't stop you.
Here. I'm on the. No. I can't be in the street. I'm on the curb. I'm literally on the mother.
The standoff reaches its peak as officers threaten charges for failure to comply with a lawful order. But here's the problem. An unlawful order is not enforceable. Compliance is not required when the order itself violates constitutional rights. The cameraman stands firm, refusing to move based on false authority. Eventually, the officers admit the truth. Once he's on the curb line, they can't do anything. Game over. This moment perfectly illustrates how fragile unlawful authority is when confronted with knowledge. The insults, frustration, and retreat tell the whole story. The power dynamic shifts completely, and the citizen walks away free, exactly as the Constitution intended.
Fucking curb. So is my thing. So you know what? Have a nice day, cocksucker. You wanna go wave the white flag? Go wave the white flag.
Now I can't do anything because you're on the curb line.
Go wave the white flag.
Have a good blessed day.
Yeah. Go give it up to China and North Korea. Don't worry, you're going to be hearing about this. And when I'm sure that you see me on the other side of the gate, filming.
This is how you handle tyrannical policing. Calm, informed, and unafraid. No yelling, no threats, just facts and constitutional literacy. The officers retreat, the camera keeps rolling, and another audit exposes the cracks in the system. If more citizens understood their rights, encounters like this wouldn't escalate. They'd never start. This channel exists to educate, document, and remind both citizens and police that authority has limits. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment to push this message further. And remember, guys, always record the police.